everybody, and welcome to this edition of Mindspeakers. Over here, it is 8 o'clock. Today is Friday, August 24th, 2018. Welcome to this edition to Mindspeakers. And we are happy to have you on here today. And basically, we have a great show for you today. Just want to let all my listeners know we got a great show. We have a special guest coming on to the show today, Cordelia Martinez. She is the creator and author of Delicias, circus, extrodinare. Her book is available now on all Barnes & Nobles and all bookstores and online at Amazon. Today we also are going to be talking about the WWE SummerSlam recap, talking a little bit about what exactly transpired and what happened on the SummerSlam pay-per-view. I'm waiting on my co-host to come on to the show, Justin. He's running a little late today, guys. He will be on the show soon. He will be calling in and connecting with us in a little while. Again, if you have any questions or concerns, call into the number 929-477-2401. You could listen to us on the recording of the show on iTunes, on Stitcher, on Spreaker, on TuneIn Radio. You could even listen to us through your Alexa device, ladies and gentlemen. Again, thank you all for the listeners that have been listening to the show. We got like about 58 listeners around the world listening to the show, which is amazing. We want the numbers to grow. This is your host, Nestor Rodriguez on Mindspeakers. And so let's get to it. I think we might have Justin coming on. Let me see if I can connect him now. Hey, Just, you on there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on? Yeah, I was just telling the listeners that you were running a little late.
I was trying to get him to call, and it wasn't letting me.
Justin, my co-host, and we got a great show here today. So we're gonna talk a little bit about what happened at SummerSlam. By the way, how was your day?
It was busy.
Really busy,
Very
huh?
busy. I had a lot of things going on today. I've actually got to go running after this episode, and I have to take care of some stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's you have your other personal job that you do during the day, and so do I, and we're hardworking men. So let's get right into it. I don't know if you know, Just, we're gonna have a guest coming onto the show today. Cordelia Martinez. She's an author of a great book that came out, Delicias, Circus Extraordinaire. We're gonna get into that in a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, she's there, but we're just gonna do she's listening in. We're just gonna do the recap of SummerSlam. What did you think about SummerSlam anyway?
I thought that they did it really, really sneaky good. I don't know if that makes sense. They did it really sneaky good, especially at the end.
Yeah.
Everybody teased Braun Strowman cashing in, and I think they did a good job on saving that and having Roman Reigns able to win.
Yeah. I think that the whole storyline with Braun Strowman was I expected it. I didn't think that he was going to cash in the Money in the Bank. I think it was just, like you said, something to get it going, because I know that they're gonna feud Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman eventually.
Yeah, I remember they did that last year. Last year was pretty weird with that feud.
Yeah. So all right, so let's get right into it. So the first match that I think it was on the pre-show. It was the mixed tag team match between Rusev. It was Rusev and Lana versus Andre Cien, Almas, and Zelina Vega. And so basically, the winner of that match was Almas and Vega. Did you get up this match?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
The match between Rusev and Lana versus Andrade and Almas and Zelina.
Yeah, I didn't see that match. I skipped that match. I'm not really too sold on the pre-show. I was busy getting everybody drinks.
Yeah, no, neither am I. Like, I don't really care for it. Like, in the pre-show, I'm like going to the bathroom, I'm getting a drink or whatever, Yeah, I don't really care for it. It sucks, but it's true. All right, so anyway, whoever wants to know the winner of that match, it was Almas Vega defeated Lana Rusev. Let's go on to the next match. So, Cedric Alexander versus Drew Gulak. What do you know about this guy, Drew Gulak? Do you know anything about him? I think he's on 205 Live.
Yeah, I don't know too much about him, but I do know his gimmick. It's more like he's more like of a politician, Donald Trumpish kind of character.
Really?
205 great again. That's his tagline.
That is funny.
But the match was pretty good. The finish, I didn't really like it. I think that they're trying to, I don't know, it looks like, in my opinion, they're trying to protect Cedric Alexander. I don't know from what, but the way they have him booked, it looks like they're protecting him. He's been champion for a while. Based on 205 Live, I don't see any true storyline with the guy. I think they need to move him to one of the main rosters if they want to get anything going for him. He's a good athlete, in my opinion. I've seen him go viral on the internet a couple of times. Very good, very good wrestler.
Okay. Yeah. So maybe they'll find something, find a storyline for him down the line. Hopefully, God willing. But 205 Live, I've never really followed it so much. I'm gonna be honest to the listeners. The reason because I don't know. I just really can't get into it. I'd rather watch NXT, to be honest. I mean, NXT I find it more interesting. So the winner on that match was Alexander. He defeated and then the storytelling and action made for, they said, a damn fine wrestling match from the Cruiserweights, who have been one of the brightest spots on WWE television for the last 5 months. I mean, whoever's been following, well, let me tell you, I was a huge Cruiserweight fan during the WCW days when, obviously we had Eddie Guerrero and Dean Malenko and, La Parka and, all those great Cruiserweights from the past. And that was awesome. That was awesome to watch back then. But that's my days of the past, watching the great wrestlers from before. I mean, but you do have these great wrestlers now. They're just not giving them enough exposure, in my opinion.
I don't think we're ready for that division. I mean, honestly, when Enzo left, I think it kind of sent the sales down a little bit, in my opinion. I mean, when he got to 205, I think he made things a little interesting. But I don't think that the universe is ready for cruiserweights the way they were back in the day. We already get enough technical wrestling with NXT and Raw and SmackDown. Too much of something is not always great, honestly.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I don't think that people are. I don't think that people are ready for that. Not for this time now. No. So let's move on to the next match. The next match was the Raw Tag Team Championship match, the Revival versus the B Team. I'm happy that, they gave these guys, Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel, they gave them, another chance to get in there and get into the spotlight. It was very awesome to see them retain the titles again. I think these guys are really busting their ass in the ring, and they're like they really showed that they can do it, and these guys, I actually thought that they were on the chopping block to get cut off, but they made it, man, and I'm really proud of them. I'm really happy to see them with the belts.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy for them too. I remember when Bo Dallas started. I remember he was the hottest thing on NXT television because that was like back in the early days. That's actually Bray Wyatt's brother for the listeners that don't know. That's Bray Wyatt's brother.
Really?
Yeah, that's Bray Wyatt's brother.
Wow, I had no idea. I had. Hey, that's whoever doesn't know that, this is a shocker for you listeners out there. Justin just popped the balloon over here. He let us have it. I didn't know that. I had no idea.
Yeah. Look at them. They look exactly alike. I actually thought that they were gonna put these two together. Actually, when because I think Matt Hardy retired, or he's an agent. I thought that they were gonna put these two together.
Wow.
Yeah, but they're brothers. They're real brothers. They're real brothers.
Oh, that's cool, man. That's good to know. So the B Team defeated the Revival. They retained the title, which is they gave it a C, but I honestly don't think so. I'm actually going to disagree with the grade because I actually enjoyed the match. I actually saw the match myself, and I actually enjoyed it. I don't know if you got.
Where is this? This is from Bleacher Report.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Bleacher Report, they're a little funny from time to time. Yeah, Bleacher Report, man. I remember them, what, in 2009? 2008? Yeah, they have a whole bunch of crazy writers. I don't know what's up.
Yeah. So let's go on to the next match. The next match is the Intercontinental match. Seth Rollins versus Dolph Ziggler. And, I'm happy to see Dean Ambrose back. I'm a huge Dean Ambrose fan. Really happy to see him back. And then he was...
Doesn't he remind you of Triple H? Doesn't he remind you of Triple H? With his new look?
A little bit, yeah. The new look, yeah.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of Triple H. I didn't want to get off topic, but he when you said Dean Ambrose, I was like, he kind of looked just like Triple H with his new look.
Yeah, he's. I like his new look. I think it's like a clean new look, and it looks really cool. So
the match was really good. I saw a lot of moves that I have never seen in that match. Like, I've seen a lot of moves that I've never seen in a match before. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, the match was excellent. I honestly thought the match was excellent. Whoever hasn't seen... Say it again?
Did they give that match an A+?
Oh, it cut off. Say that again?
Did they give that match an A or an A+?
They gave this match an A, actually.
Okay.
They gave it. Yeah, I was like, they better not give it a B. They gave it an A.
Yeah, no, that match was A or A plus, man.
Oh yeah, excellent match. So whoever didn't know, Dean Ambrose accompanied Seth Rollins to the ring for the Intercontinental Championship match versus Dolph Ziggler, and basically, I kind of remember Drew McIntyre was like trying to get in the fight a little bit, but then like Dean Ambrose was like running after him around the ring, and then he finally got a hold of him. But and then I remember Seth Rollins like just throwing himself through the ropes, and like I think hitting Drew McIntyre, I believe.
Yeah, no, that was a really good match. I think that they're trying to compensate for all that lost time with the belt, with the Universal Championship. I really think that Intercontinental Championship is the real workhorse championship. Like back in the old days, they really put an emphasis on great match and great storytelling. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose and Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, these guys tell stories, man. That's, as I got older and stuff like that, and as kayfabe went away, which is like the storyline lingo.
Yeah.
I kind of just like analyze the storytelling in the ring rather than than the actual wrestling, because I know a lot of it is like scripted and it's it's not real. To me, it's real. I kind of look at the storytelling, the way they interact, the way they move around. I think somebody who's really good with stuff like that is Ronda Rousey. We'll get into that a little later on, but Ronda Rousey, I think, as a wrestler, for the short amount of time that she's been there, a great storyteller. She could carry a match, and these guys carried the show opening it. And I don't think that there was any more room to outdo those two. So that match, I think, in my personal opinion, was an A+. They gave it an A, and I gave it an A+.
Right. Oh yeah, I agree. Definitely, it was an awesome match. To me, that was one of the best matches. So the winner, whoever doesn't know, Rollins defeated Ziggler to win the title, which was expected. Rollins, I had a feeling Rollins was going to take the title. And speaking of titles, if you go back to the last show that me and you, Justin, we did, I honestly told you, I predicted, I said I can only see two women WWE placing the titles on, and that was Charlotte and who?
Ronda Rousey.
Charlotte and Ronda Rousey, and those were the two females that got the belts Sunday.
Yeah,
and we predicted it.
We both said that. Yeah.
We predicted it on this show, listeners, that was going to happen. So, this is awesome. So let's go on to the next match. The next match was the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match, the New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers. What can you say about this match?
I can't say much. There wasn't. I didn't see like the storytelling. I didn't really understand the storytelling. See, like, as I grow older, I kind of like leave things out. They wrestled a good match. I think that they were trying to protect the Bludgeon Brothers.
Right.
I really didn't understand the finish. I really didn't understand the match. This is SummerSlam. I don't think any matches should be ending in disqualifications or no contest. I think there needs to be a story told. I didn't understand it.
Yeah. So what it says here is that the New Day defeated Sanity and The Bar to earn a shot at the SmackDown Tag Team Championship Sunday night. And then basically they pretty much, they tagged them up with Harper and Rowan. Not tagged them up, but so basically, I really saw little things here and there. I really didn't care for the match. I wasn't really paying too much attention to it. And whoever wants to know, the match actually got a B- from Bleacher Report. And the result was the New Day. Yeah, the New Day defeated the Bludgeon Brothers via disqualification. Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens. What can you say about this match?
I don't know, man. That match is a squash match. I mean, they're probably gonna give that match a D or a.
You're absolutely right. They gave it a. You're absolutely right. They gave it a D.
They gave it a D, right? That's crazy. Yeah, it was a squash match. I understand it. I think it was a way to get the viewers' mind off of Braun Strowman looming around with a briefcase, but they squashed Kevin Owens, man. I didn't think that they were going to squash Kevin Owens. I thought it was going to be a one-on-one good fight. It was a no contest.
I actually thought that, they were going to make them go back and forth, him and Owens.
Yeah.
It really was a squash match. I mean, it was really, it was a waste, man. They really, there was, I don't know what happened with that match.
Yeah, those two could put on the show, man, but, I mean, it was quite honest. It was quite obvious that Braun Strowman was going to win, but to be honest, I thought it was going to be a much better match.
Whoever doesn't know, Strowman pretty much knocked out Owens towards the ending of the match. The match probably lasted probably a minute or two. I mean, it was so fast. It was like the blink of an eye, and basically that was pretty much it. He knocked him out, pinned him, and got the win. Strowman defeated Owens. Let's go on to the next match. The next match, SmackDown's Women's Champion match, Becky Lynch versus Charlotte versus Carmella. Now, this match I did enjoy watching. It was a pretty cool match.
Yeah, me too. I did.
Yeah. I enjoyed seeing Becky. Becky always puts on a pretty good show. And Carmella, Carmella's pretty good, but I think they need to work more. She needs to work more on her ring skills. I think she's not. Yeah, I think she's not all that great in the ring. What can you say about that?
The fact that she's a heel, I think it compensates for what she lacks. I mean, when you're a heel, you're very protective. If you're not particularly great, or if you're green in the ring or on the mic, being a heel really just allows you to be yourself and to come into your own. But I do agree she needs to work on her character, because I do feel she's green. And that's coming as a heel, she's a heel, so she's pretty protected. There's things that she could work on, there's a lot of things, her mic skills, her in-ring, her in-ring moves and stuff like that. I noticed that when she wrestles, that she talks to her opponent a lot. So that's just an indication that she needs help throughout the match. I think that she's being carried throughout the match.
Right.
And I think she was involved with Big Cass, if I'm not mistaken. And he got released too, so it's just I don't know, man.
They actually remember when Kaz and what's his name,
Enzo,
the little guy, Enzo, Kaz and Enzo, she used to come out with them.
Yeah, but they're dating in real life now. And listeners, if you don't know, Enzo, he was released from the company. He goes as a real one now. That's his stage name. When you go on Instagram or on Twitter or Facebook, whatever social media platform you use, his name is Real One, and he got some good merchandise. He dropped a rap video. He has his own clothing line. I'm actually looking into that too.
Yeah.
I don't think
I like him a lot. I like Enzo. Yeah. Yeah. Really cool.
But yeah,
all right.
Yeah, I do believe that Carmella should work on some stuff. It's, they carried the match. That's why they made it a triple threat match, and they ultimately made it up to give the championship to Charlotte. And let's talk about the finish of that match. What did you think about the finish of that match?
So the finisher, it was pretty awesome. I actually she I think she applied a disarm is what they call to Carmella. But and then I think Carmella made it to the ropes, and then Lynch she applied a hold, a natural kind of what's that word to what's that move that she did on her? What was that again?
Disarmer?
Yeah. And then basically Flair, and then she covered her for the win in the match and title, and that was it. But it was pretty cool. The ending part was pretty cool.
They were booing her, Nestor. They were booing her very bad. Charlotte, they were booing Charlotte very bad. You want to know why? I think they're making her into like a repetitive and forcing her down everybody's throat now. But I think that they're doing it right. Like we said last episode, that she's probably the only one that could carry the company, and fans are seeing that, and I don't think that they're agreeing, but I think they're getting tired of Charlotte.
Yeah.
Because they were booing her a lot.
I know. I guess a lot of fans, they're like, come on, again, putting the belt again on Charlotte, But I mean, again, like we spoke in the last show, these are the top women right now that they have. Now this whole pay-per-view with the women's pay-per-view Evolution, which is actually going to be coming to pay-per-view soon. I forget what date they're going to release it. I can't remember.
It's somewhere in October. October 6th, if I'm not mistaken. I may be wrong, but it's somewhere in October, early October.
Okay. So in this match, they gave it an A, which I agree. And Flair defeated Lynch and Carmella to become the new WWE Women's Champion. And then we have the WWE Championship match: AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. What can you say about this match?
It was really good. It was technical. The storytelling, again, listeners, I'm gonna be using the word storytelling a lot. That's my go-to word, because because I love acting and I love drama. I actually took courses in took drama in high school. It was a class, but I took drama in high school, so really just being able to sell your product to an audience and to grab the audience attention with action and words, you can't. There's no way to tell a better story. Samoa Joe involves AJ Styles' family. They played an integral part of the match. Integral part of the match. The family was involved. AJ said some stuff about families. He got disqualified. He apologized to his wife during the match, and I think that the drama was there for.
Yeah, they really made it look like so real, you know, like he was like, and then you see AJ just get pissed off, and he just starts. I think he like slammed him into the wall, and like the wall freaking came down, like on the side of the ring.
Yeah.
And that was pretty intense. I enjoyed that very much. That was awesome.
Yeah, I didn't know how personal they got when they started adding AJ Styles' family into the mix. I was like, wow, they're really trying to get something personal out of this. And listeners, these two guys are friends down the road. Like they've been in companies with each other since they first started.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so they worked an audience in Brooklyn. They really did.
Yeah, definitely. And I think the match actually got thrown out, right? It got disqualified.
Yeah, they did that too. I mean, that was kind of. I thought that it was kind of like, I think that AJ should have won with like a roll up or something like a cheap win, like a cheap good guy win, like with a roll up.
Right.
As far as getting disqualified, I think it ruined it for the crowd that wanted a finish. But
right.
I think I can give it a pass because, you know, they did a lot of talking. The match was good. Everything was on cue. You know, so as the finish, you know, I usually don't agree with finishes like this. But I think that this one could pass.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's well, the match was great. The match was really good.
What grade did they give it?
They gave it an A.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So so that was that. That's that match. Now Daniel Bryan versus The Miz. I didn't really care for this match too much. What would you say about it?
You see, the match was good. The promos leading up to the match, how personal they got. 8 years in the making. The Miz being the pro from NXT, Daniel Bryan being the rookie from NXT. Daniel Bryan hasn't won a match when he was on NXT, as Miz was the mentor. When Miz was the mentor, and then all of a sudden Daniel Bryan started getting great, and then he started, you know, becoming this larger than life character. I think this match had a proper finish with the cheating and stuff like that. But in my opinion, I think they need to have a rematch at WrestleMania for the championship. Because this is real life beef. This is real life drama. I remember in the beginning, they really had some issues with each other, but this was a real life issue where, you know, 8 years down the road, Daniel Bryan retires, comes back, The Miz is on top of him, throwing insults after insults, shots after shots. I think that this should be a WrestleMania main event for the championship.
Right, I agree. I think this could really lead to something pretty big.
Because it has a personal feel to it. It's personal, you know. It has that, you know, that Lesnar, that Roman Reigns feeling. That, oh man, this is good, and, you know, we can't miss that. I think that they should have saved that for WrestleMania, but I think they can make it out of this. I think they can make it into a really good match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you. It's you know, I think that it's going to continue. This story is going to continue for sure. Down the line into Raws and then lead up to something for the next pay-per-view. The Miz defeated Bryan, and they got an A for this.
Yeah, I agree.
Match was good. moving on to the next match, Finn Balor versus Constable Baron Corbin. Do you like this new gimmick that they're giving Baron Corbin?
No, I think that they're giving it like they're giving him something new because he actually cut his hair because he was I think he was losing it a little bit up there.
Yeah.
He was losing his hair, I believe. So I think that they had to like really dig into something so they could justify his new look, his new haircut.
That's crazy. Isn't Baron Corbin like a young guy?
Yeah.
It's pretty weird. Yeah. But I have to say that I love Finn Balor's entrance. His entrance is awesome.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Finn Balor had it on Brooklyn that night. The demon Finn Balor, the one that everybody's been waiting to see. That Finn Balor. I really love that Finn Balor.
Yeah, so do I. I agree.
I would like to see them do more stuff with that character. I mean, when he's in that character, he looks pretty like unbeatable.
Right. Exactly.
They need to do more with that character.
Yeah, definitely. So you're okay with this new gimmick with Corbin? I like the old Corbin,
the lone wolf.
Yeah, I liked it, but I felt like they needed to make him more like, I don't know, they needed to like make him like really bad, like really mean or something. I don't know.
What, like evil, right?
Like evil, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that they were going in that direction too, but they're making him a heel character. They're really giving him some depth into his character now. Now he's gonna be the GM because Angle took off. Angle got taken off television, so now he's gonna be the acting general manager.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be a bad guy.
Yeah. Let's move on. Balor defeated Corbin. He got an A for that match. I thought I don't know if I would say A for this match. I don't know. I don't think this was like an A match for Finn Balor. I've seen Finn Balor and I don't know if I would give it an A. Would you give it an A?
Yeah, they gave him an A. No, but I can see why they gave him an A. They gave him an A because they got the demon Finn Balor back.
Right.
It was a squash match too. It was another squash match, and I think they just gave it an A because we got the demon Finn Balor back, and I think they're letting everybody know that hey, we didn't forget that there's a demon Finn Balor too.
Yeah. So let's talk about your United States Championship match, Jeff Hardy versus Shinsuke Nakamura. What can we say about this match?
I don't know. It was weird. It was very weird.
It was.
I don't even remember the match, to be honest with you. I really don't remember parts of the match. I know Nakamura won, right?
Say that again.
Nakamura won, right?
Yeah, the Nakamura versus Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, I wasn't too sold on that one. I really wasn't.
Yeah, so then it says here Jeff Hardy looked to avenge the loss of his United States Championship to Shinsuke Nakamura at Extreme Rules as they battled in singles competition much later on the card than most expected. Hardy played mind games with Nakamura early, mocking his mannerisms and throwing off the artist. I remember that. And then Nakamura recovered wearing Hardy down and working the head and neck. Hardy fought out and delivered a half-hearted version of the Sling Blade to ground Nakamura, who appeared to be favoring his neck. The competitors exchanged strikes, and Hardy delivered an atomic drop, followed by a low drop kick. Late in the match, Hardy set Nakamura up on the ring apron for a swanton bomb. The champion moved, and Hardy crashed spine first on the apron. and what does it say? Kinshasa finished Hardy.
Yeah,
Why would he say
finishing?
I couldn't even pronounce that. Randy Orton's music played and he marched to the ring but walked straight back, opting not to attack Fallen Hard.
I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that.
Yeah, what was that all about? That was like,
I don't know.
What are you coming out for if you're not gonna do anything?
I don't know. I don't know. Did they give like a recap on SummerSlam about that? Because I didn't get to see the highlights on SmackDown. I'm sorry. Did they give like highlights on SmackDown about that?
No, I didn't watch SmackDown. I haven't watched SmackDown in a little bit actually. I've been trying to catch up on Raw, but SmackDown, I don't know. Like I haven't been able to watch it. We would have to see what happened on SmackDown. So Nakamura defeated Hardy. This match got a C. I totally agree. I think that it wasn't that great, to be honest. And they said the analysis was the match was a throwaway. No better or worse. The match was a throwaway. They said that it was a throwaway. Yeah.
What does that mean?
Basically, it was like whatever, you know. It's like it wasn't great, it wasn't bad, it was just like whatever. It was no better. Oh, wow. They said it was no better or worse than a television bout. That's what they're saying. All right, so Raw Women's Championship match: Ronda Rousey versus Alexa Bliss. What can we say about this match?
We had Ronda Rousey win. Everybody knew she was gonna win. Now I'm gonna go back to storytelling again. I love the way they had her winning. Did you see Alexa's arm? The way it looked.
Oh my God! It was like contorted. Like she looked like she was like a Barbie doll, and like Ronda was trying to like really, you know, when you take a Barbie doll and you just take the arm and you're like trying to like break it and pull it off. I don't know. I used to do that to my sister's Barbie dolls from back then.
Oh man, what a mean master.
Oh yeah.
No, but did you see that? Look at all that. Like
that was
she
pretty
was
mean.
Taunting her. She was taunting Alexa Bliss. It just seemed right. It seemed like you know. I know that Ronda Rousey could fight. She could probably wrestle as well. But like her acting, her drama in the ring. I look for that, and that alone could sell me on a match. Sometimes that it could sell me more than an actual technical, like a real technical match. If the match has a lot of drama and a lot of good spots and just something to be told, I can take that over a real technical match. The way she had Bliss's arm, the way she was taunting, the way she was talking to her, her actually winning. You know, it felt right. So I'm pretty sure that they gave it an A, even though that was another squash match. But I think that they gave it an A. Did they give it an A?
Yeah, they gave it an
A. Right. Yeah, no, I expected it. There was a lot of good spots in that match. It could have been better. It could have been back and forth, but it wasn't Alexa's night. It was Ronda's night. It was Ronda's night, and they did it really well.
So basically, they said Natalya was introduced to the fans before the match, sporting her father, Jim Neidhart, God rest his soul, ring jacket just days after his shocking death. She basked in the applause of the Brooklyn crowd before Ronda Rousey and Alexa Bliss took to the squared circle for the penultimate match of the night. Rousey stunned Bliss early, forcing the champion to the floor. Rousey taunted the champion, teasing that she would turn her back or cover her eyes so Bliss had a fair shot. Took advantage of Rousey escaped the sleeper attempt and flattened Bliss. Rousey took off sprinting around the ring after the champion, who landed a knee to the shoulder. The challenger no-sold the offense and obliterated Little Miss Bliss. Rousey manipulated the arm of Bliss and tapped her out to an armbar, to the delight of the WWE faithful, winning the title in short and dominant fashion. After the match, Rousey embraced Natalya in a nice moment. The Bella twins joined in the festivities, drawing a chorus of boos from the WWE Universe. Surprisingly, there was no big angle to be had, and Rousey exited the arena, the title tightly in her grasp. And Rousey defeated Bliss to win the title. Yeah. And now the analysis says complain about Rosie's inexperience if you want, but this was exactly what needed to be. A one-sided ass-kicking that saw Rousey finish off an opponent who had no shot at actually winning, which I totally agree. Like, there was no way Bliss was going to beat Rousey at all. I mean, come on, let's be real. This was guaranteed, and this is why I said it was guaranteed in the last show. I knew Rousey was going to take the title, for sure. Awesome match. I love Ronda Rousey. I think she's doing a great job. I know that there's a lot of people out there that don't agree, that they say, oh, come on, this is not MMA, this is not UFC. But you know what? She's here. She's doing a great job for the company, and
it's legitimate. This is like, if you ever wanted to build something around a real female wrestler, Ronda Rousey's a person. She's a legitimate fighter. She's a person that, if she says she can kick your ass, that means she can really kick your ass, and there's nothing you could do about it.
Right.
She makes that division 20 times better for the simple fact that she's legit. She is not a character. She's a real ass kicker. She's like a female Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
She's a legit woman fighter that has the box office appeal, that has a following. She's a role model to the little girls and stuff like that. I mean, she has it all. This is something that you want. This is something that you want to be the face of your company in the women's division.
Yeah. So the Universal Championship match, Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. What can we say about this match? Give your full analysis on this one, Just.
Okay. So I watched this about 3 times. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, listeners, I watched this 3 times. I watched it each time with a purpose, just to get the sense of who, what, why, where, and how. Everybody knew that Lesnar was going to drop the title. He's leaving for UFC, or at least leaving to train for the UFC to face Daniel Cormier. If anybody saw Brock Lesnar in Brooklyn, he looked to be in so much shape. He looked super shredded. He lost about 25 pounds. He was looking pretty ripped. And this match was about 7 minutes in total. It didn't last long. Braun Strowman came out with the briefcase. He let everybody know that he wasn't gonna cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase behind nobody's back, because he's a monster among men. He does things face to face. I like the concept, but I think that they did that to protect Roman Reigns from being booed out the window. Why? Because everybody expects Braun Strowman to cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase. He didn't do it that way. Brock Lesnar took him out of the equation, beat him up, threw his briefcase. When he got back into the ring, Roman Reigns speared him, 1, 2, 3, that was it. Roman Reigns, new Universal Champion, ended the Brock Lesnar title reign of 504 days, I believe.
Yeah.
Wow, 504 days. Wow, something like that. I think they did that to protect both Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. I think that he's going to get a rematch. I think that Lesnar's probably going to get a rematch. I think it's going to be a one-off. I think Brock Lesnar will get a rematch sooner rather than later. They did this brilliant. They kept the crowd on their feet. You know, usually crowds like this, they take over the match. They start booing, they start cursing, they start yelling, they start going crazy. And I think they did a good. You know, they swerved the audience. They didn't swerve the viewers. They swerved the audience in the actual arena, because crowds like this that hate Roman Reigns and hate John Cena, they usually take over. They take over the match with their boos and they use their vocals.
Right.
They really got it right. The way they took the belt off Roman Reigns, the way they took the belt off Brock Lesnar to give it to Roman Reigns, it was quick. It was unexpected of how the finish was going to go. People thought that it was going to be a back and forth match. It was going to be Suplex City. It wasn't none of that. It was I hit you, you hit me. Braun Strowman comes out. I'm going to beat up Braun Strowman. Lesnar is going to take his eye off the ball. Roman Reigns hits the home run. You know, who would have expected that?
Yeah. Bleacher Report gave it an A. Reigns defeated Lesnar to win the title, and it was an explosive 3 Superman punches, 2 spears before being trapped in a choke. He powered out and delivered a big spine buster. Lesnar reapplied the hold, hoping to choke out Reigns and retain his title. Reigns again picked him up and slammed him down, breaking the hold. Lesnar removed the gloves and answered a Superman punch attempt with a suplex. A second followed as the commentators welcomed fans to the Suplex City. Reigns fought out of an F5 and charged at Lesnar. Brock moved and Reigns wiped out. Lesnar dropped Strowman with an F5, threw the briefcase up the ramp, and blasted him with the chair. As he returned to the square circle, Reigns caught him with the spear and scored the championship. Now, do you think
nobody would have expected that?
Yeah. Now, do you think that they might have Lesnar get into a match with Strowman and Reigns in the triple threat?
I would like to see that, because why not? Why not? It makes everybody look better. But I don't think they're going to do it that way. I don't think they're going to do it that way. I think they want to give Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns again. People are going to get sick and tired of it, but he needs his championship rematch.
Right, exactly. All right, so that was the end of the SummerSlam pay-per-view. That was the last match.
It was a good pay-per-view. It was a really good pay-per-view. I have to add that it was really good. A lot of times they got it wrong the last couple of years, but I think this one they got it right.
Yeah, I think so too. I agree with you 100%. All right, so I just wanna let the listeners know just that we've made a lot of improvement with the podcast. We are now on iTunes. We are now on Stitcher. We are now on Spreaker. We are on TuneIn Radio. If you have an Alexa device and you want to listen to the Mindspeakers podcast, you can actually just tell your Alexa, play Mindspeakers podcast, and she'll connect you to the latest podcast episode that we made, which is awesome. We are currently working on our website. to get our website up and going. We have a great graphic designer that's working on our new logo, which is awesome. We have some up and coming, actually not up and coming, but they are independent musicians and alternative rock artists. Carissa Johnson and Vanessa Silberman, they're going to be coming on September 8th. Don't miss that episode. It's going to be awesome. They're coming on, and you know, definitely you could check them out. Look them up on Instagram, on Facebook. If you put in their names on YouTube, they have a lot of videos of their live shows. So a lot of things are happening here. A lot of things on this show, and so we're gonna play a little clip of their song, of Carissa Johnson's song, one of my favorites. They sent me some songs over the week, and this one's pretty cool. This one's by Carissa Johnson, and then when we come back, we're gonna have Cordelia Martinez, the author and creator of Delicias, circus extrodinare. Stay tuned. And this is You Lost You by Carissa Johnson. I'm trying to get it on. It plays it. All right. All right, that was Carissa Johnson. You Lost You. And
that was
now,
that was beautiful.
What did you think, Just?
That was beautiful. I was before the show. I was actually tuning my guitar, and I'm really like in a musical vibe right now. I could really appreciate good music, and that's really good music.
Wasn't that awesome?
I can't wait yeah, that was awesome. They come on the show next week, right?
September 8th, they'll be on the show.
Oh wow. Okay. So September 8th they'll be on. September 8th we'll have a musical guest. September 9th I'm gonna go to a music festival. September 10th I'm going to see Parkway Drive. So I'm gonna have a musical weekend.
Yeah. Yes, sir. That is definitely awesome. So without further ado, let's invite our guest on, and this is Cordelia Martinez, the creator and author of Delicias, Circus Extrodinare. Hey, Corky, you on the air?
Yes, I am. Good evening. Hi.
Hi, how's everything?
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Doing great. We're having a great podcast show. We're so happy to have you to be our first guest on the show. And we just want you to just tell the listeners a little bit about you and, a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a native New Yorker. Live on the Lower East Side in downtown Manhattan. And I published my first book, Delicias, Circus Extraordinaire. It's a series, book 1. And book 2 should be coming out around Christmas time.
And is that the Gathering of Wolves?
Yes, that would be the Gathering of Wolves, part 2.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about because let's just read a little bit about. So Circus Extraordinaire has arrived at New York Majesty. Mystery and magic is sure to follow. Delicia and her loyal crew must leave as soon as they arrive due to unexpected circumstances that derail the tour. Everyone has to look to their past to preserve their future. On their journey, they are faced with trials not of this. It says not of this realm, and decisions against her will lead her to a lost love. The alluring power that surrounds Delicia's young son leads him to the Black Mountains, and secretly that are to be revealed. It's not just another day at the circus. So tell us a little bit about Delicia's Circus Extraordinaire.
Delicias, Circus Extraordinaire. Okay. Basically,
I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off. Where can we get the book? I want everybody to know where can you get the book when it comes out. You said it's coming around Christmas time, right?
Oh, that'll be book 2, Gathering of Wolves. Right now, book 1, you can get it on Amazon Books, Target, or you can go into Barnes and Nobles and ask for it.
Okay, so you can get it on Amazon, Target, and Barnes and Nobles, listeners. Be sure to check out the book. All right, you can go back on. I'm sorry.
Okay. Basically, Delicia owns the circus. She's the ring mistress. The circus is her pride and joy. And I go into the people in the circus that work for her. She has the world's smallest magician. He's a little person. That's Hugo. She has a blind psychic. She has a son that is a preschooler. Oh, no. Yeah, he's about 5. And something's going on with him that she doesn't know. He's acting weird. And in between what's going on in the circus, there are 6 scary and weird stories in between, sort of tales of the crypt. that go back to the main story.
Okay. So definitely this is a must get, guys. This book is awesome. I actually read it myself, and I actually have known Cordelia. Cordelia has known me since I was a baby. Okay, this goes back to more than 27, 28 years. So almost my whole life I've known her. She's like an aunt to me, and she's my mom's best friend. And I love her very much. I worked with her at the Theater for the New City for a while, down in the East Village. And she's an awesome writer. Definitely go get her book. The book is not expensive at all. Right now, Amazon has it for $13.99 on paperback, but if you have Kindle, you can get it for $3.99, guys. This is if you love to read, this is definitely a book to get, and definitely get the Gathering of Wolves. So tell us a little sneak peek about the Gathering of Wolves.
Well, the Gathering of Wolves takes off where Delicias Circus Extraordinaire's cliffhanger ends. And I can't tell you any more than that.
Okay.
But I can tell you that book 1 has Egyptian gods, Native American werewolves, archangels. It has magic, and it'll keep you going.
Okay. Guys, but in order for you to get the Gathering of Wolves, am I correct, Cordelia? You got to get Delicias Circus Extraordinaire, the first issue, the first book.
Yes, so you can know what's going on.
Right, exactly.
And Gathering of Wolves should be coming out around Christmas.
Okay, around Christmas time it should be coming out. Cordelia Martinez is a native New Yorker. She has written and told many stories at a young age, inspired by Anne Rice, Stephen King, and C.S. Lewis. After losing her sight in 2010 and began to suffer from night terrors, Cordelia was inspired to write the first book of her series, Delicias Circus Extraordinaire. Tell us how were you inspired to become a writer? Like, what inspired you to do this?
Well, I've always written, I was always writing, poetry, my ideas, short stories. And I began telling stories to my son when he was very young. But I never thought I would actually publish something. It took until me losing my eyesight and being completely blind to motivate me to do so.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah, wow, that's an amazing story.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Well, I'm blind, but I'm not dead.
That's true.
So, it was something that I needed to do personally with the limitations that I thought I had.
So who helped? Go ahead, Just. You have a question?
Yeah. So, after writing this book, how did you feel personally? Like, when you wrote this book, I'm pretty sure you had a lot of. Did you feel like you had weight taken off your shoulders after publishing your first book?
Well, yeah, the stories that I wrote were my frustration, my fear. There's a particular story in there called the WWFB, and that kind of helped me get rid of a lot of anger and frustration. I've had sight all my life, and then suddenly I'm in the dark, which incidentally I was afraid of the dark, and now my worst nightmare was coming true, being in the dark all the time.
Yeah.
All right.
So I had to work that out, and writing the book and me dictating it to one of my son's friends, and he would type as I dictated, helped me a lot.
Okay, so a lot of this story. Does this story for you? I know that this is a fictional book, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so I'm sorry, a fictional story. Does this have like a lot of like the stuff that inspired you to write this book? Does it come from a lot of your personal like stuff that happened to you personally, or things that you're going through personally, or just
personally, and also a lot of night terrors. I used to have a lot of nightmares, and I would wake up crying, screaming, because in my dreams, I could see. My dreams were very vivid. And they were so vivid that I thought I could see, but when I would wake up, I would be in the dark.
Okay.
Wow. That is amazing. The stories that you have, and that's why you're a storyteller and you're an awesome author. I read the book and I couldn't put it down. I kept on calling Cordelia all the time, telling her what's gonna happen next in the next chapter. She's like, you gotta read. Yeah.
Yeah, I would tell him, you have to read. You have to read. Then he would call me up. You're not gonna kill so and so off, right? I can't tell you that.
Yeah. It was awesome. And definitely, listeners, if you're listening on iTunes, if you're listening on any platform that we have our show on, definitely get this book. This book is awesome. It's amazing. And this book is like on edge, wanting to know what's going to happen next. And a lot of people are already telling her, "Well, come on, we want the Gathering of Wolves already. Come on, bring it on." So, but yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people have been telling me about book 2, and it's finally going to come out. And this particular book 2 is very fast-paced, a lot of action, more short stories that are very intense.
Yeah.
Fantasy and the macabre genre all the way.
Oh, okay. And you also were a writer for plays, right, at a theater?
Yes, I started doing plays and studying under Miriam Colon's Puerto Rican Traveling Theater. She's no longer alive, but I was doing playwriting then, and I also was a production manager for Jules Light Theater a couple of years back before I lost my eyesight.
Right. How can your readers and your the people out there that really are interested in getting this book, how can they get in contact with you? Can they email you?
Well, they can contact me on Facebook And I also have a little fan page on Facebook that talks about Delicias Circus Extraordinaire and her main characters. Josh T. Garcia did my book cover. He's a wonderful young artist, and he's also on Facebook, and he's available to do murals. I have designed all my book covers and described my vision to Josh, and he has captured the book cover for book 1 and book 2 wonderfully.
Yeah, honestly, this is a really nice. Just if you're able to, if you look up Delicias Circus Extraordinaire and go on to the Amazon website, you'll be able to pick it up. It's a really nice design of the book. I really like the artwork. It's really nice.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It's really nice. I'm just scrolling through the info through BarnesandNobles.com. It's really catching me. I've read the back a couple of times, and it's very interesting. It's guys, you have to get it. It's on Amazon, Barnes and Noble. You can get it at Target. It's $13.99 for the book. The ebook is $3.99, $4. Check out the book. You have to read the book.
Yeah, definitely. Also, what else do you do on your spare time, Cordelia? What do you do anything on the side?
Well, right now I'm still writing. I have a lot of issues going on. You know, I'm blind. I'm a diabetic. And unfortunately, I have to go to dialysis 3 times a week.
Right.
But I'm a native New Yorker. I go to the street fairs. I listen and go around so I can get inspired to write more stuff, you know?
Right. Also, Corky, we also spoke about like off the show, off topic of the book. You know, Cordelia is definitely a great counselor for relationships and love. And she's helped me over the years with all my past relationships. But we're also going to have a segment on this show. She's going to come on sometimes and probably get some callers to call in if they have any issues with relationships and stuff like that. She'll be able to give some good counseling on that.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Yeah, if there's anybody listening, the author of the book is what is your title? A relationship specialist?
I guess you can say love-lawn issues, relationship issues.
So if you're having trouble with your relationship, if you're having trouble at home, if you're having trouble with somebody loving you, or just you having trouble loving somebody, come on the show when she's on. I'm pretty sure she can give advice that'll change your life.
And
yeah, definitely.
Sometimes, you know, when you're in a relationship, it kind of gets stale or in a slump. I'll give you romance and remedies and a good recipe for meal or romantic ambiance.
You also used to have your line. You used to have like I think it was called Cordelia's Closet, correct?
Yes, I used to have Cordelia's Closet, which also broke into Delicacies to Deliver. I used to make romantic dinners and little naughty baskets too.
Yeah. I remember, and you still can get them done. If anybody's interested in getting those done as well, getting those naughty baskets or relationship counseling or whatever, definitely send a message to Cordelia. She's available on Facebook, and you can send her a message, and she'll get back to you in a timely fashion.
Or they can contact you on your show.
Right, you guys can send me a message, and then I'll reach out to her and let her know. Definitely, this is amazing. You are a jack of all trades.
No, that is a very good.
I try. You got to do this in New York. You got to do everything.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Anything you want to plug in, Corky?
Well, like I said, Delicias Circus Extraordinaire is just not another day at the circus. And Gathering of Wolves will be coming soon. For those who already have the book and want to know what else are the adventures that'll be happening. And I'm still going to be writing. I just finished the touches on book 3. So I'm hoping that with your show and people on Facebook that give me love and support, I could keep going on. I'm crossing my fingers for a series or a movie.
Right.
Yeah. It's I really hope that Netflix or something gets this story and probably can make a movie out of this.
I hope.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, definitely give us a call next time she's on. Send us messages. We are available everywhere. And next week we're going to be coming back on. We're probably going to have just for the UFC MMA listeners. We're also going to have a episode. This is a maybe for right now. For Sunday, we might have a very knowledgeable person coming on about MMA, UFC this coming Sunday, and Justin is also very knowledgeable in the UFC MMA info. Definitely check us out. Hopefully, I will be sending out messages if we do happen to do the show on Sunday. The show is available on iTunes, on Stitcher, on Spreaker, on TuneIn Radio, and we are on Mindspeakers, blogtalkradio.com/Mindspeakers. Our new logo, Carissa Johnson is currently doing our new logo. They're going to be coming up. They're actually touring right now all over the U.S. They're going to make it their business to be on the show on September 8th. That's a big show for us. Cork, if you want to come on to the show on that day, that we will love to have you come on as well.
I'd love to be there. Thank you.
Yes, please come on.
Yeah, we could definitely use a woman co-host to come and help us out.
Okay.
I want to thank Cordelia Martinez, the author and creator of the great Delicias Extraordinaire book, available now on Amazon.com and in Target. Definitely also available for Kindle. If you have a Kindle, definitely check it out. I want to thank and any last pitches, just before we got 4 minutes left on the show.
No, I was looking at Corky's book. I'm interested. I'm very interested. I'm probably gonna end up buying the book. Is there anything that you want to say to listeners and to readers that don't know about this book and don't know about you as an author?
Well, I'm an author that happens to be blind, and I would love for many of the readers and the listeners out there that can't see, they can get my book on Kindle. It will be read to them, and they will enjoy the story and the adventure.
Okay. All right, great.
All right, so we want to thank you, Cordelia, coming on to the show. Thanks, Just. We're gonna end the show.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on, and we love you very much, and we want you to come back on soon. Just thank you so much as always, and Carissa,
problem.
we're gonna play another. I put Carissa Johnson on first. We're gonna end it with Vanessa Silberman. I actually saw Carissa Johnson and Vanessa Silberman. I met them personally on my birthday out in Vermont when I went last year on my birthday over there, which was awesome. And these are fine, amazing, great ladies. They're doing big things in the music industry, and we're gonna end the show with a little bit of Vanessa Silberman. And this song is called "Okay Bye," Vanessa Silberman. All right, guys.
Take care, guys.
Thank you so much. All right,
Bye-bye.
you too. Bye-bye.
All right.